Sometimes I wish, why didn't I become an architect?
I sometimes wonder why I can articulate or things flow out when in conversation, but on my own, I feel like I'm half of me.
I just keep designing the interior of my little flat, and you can't finish it because, you know what I mean? You can't make just simple decision for myself because, yeah, I like this, or thickness is right, or this and this, and years and after years, which you can't. Then I wish I can ask architects to make a decision for myself. You know? Then for me, it's easy to make a decision for somebody else because, you know, I see things those people can't, but then probably maybe that's a trick of architects, really. Same way as a teaching, really, because the student comes and talk about the work, but you know, you could objectify ideas by listening to somebody's. But once it becomes your own idea, it's very, very difficult to continue the dialogue. My flat is still incomplete, no?
I don't think anybody used the word canteen. It was banned at one stage. You know, dining room is how we are called.
When I teach, I'm not kind of always teaching something that I feel that I know, but I'm kind of experimenting at the same time. So I think the energy is because, or the excitement is because you are completely, you're not kind of rechewing like old stuff or old things. You're really working on something that you find really current and if you're interested. So yes, then I think that's how the reason why kind of you feel like really kind of energetic or passionate about it, and as well frustrated if it doesn't, if it doesn't get pushed forward, let's say.
What keeps you young more than anything is the fact that you spend your days and weeks and years with the students here. You spend your afternoons in a jury discussing and debating something, you run from that to another presentation, you get up the next morning, you go to an end of your table, and by the end of it all, I think you spend most evenings unable to sleep entirely, thinking through everything that's been discussed and debated.
When I first came to AA, I was intrigued by the models body build because I never knew such thing existed. And because of this, I fell in love with architecture. Now I admire buildings, creativity, design. It's awesome.
Les étudiants, ils sont appelés demain à être de grands architectes. Pour moi, c'est peut-être que je l'ai vu rien un jour quelque part et je dirais, oh, celui-là, je le connais, je l'avais vu à la haie. J'apprécie beaucoup et pour moi, c'est très important.
It's about taking them out of their comfort zone, and you gain an understanding of place and of landscape by going out there and talking to all these people in a way that you couldn't from Wikipedia research. Architects have a long history of doing competition entries or international projects from distant research. There's something about bearing witness to these landscapes and being within them, which generates a new understanding of what they actually are and what they mean, because you unravel and uncover stories that are much more unexpected and that aren't part of traditional media narratives.
When I started at the AA, I was much younger, single, no children. And lots of people who are still at the AA now, like Joël, like all this, we were all single and young and things like this, and party, and now we're all responsible parents, so we behave.
Everybody's like, they have deadlines and tables and juries and stuff to present, so right now it's really crazy. It's full of people, have all of the machines working. It's super hot because of the same thing, and it's just a really stressful time of year. But normally it's like very chilled and you can work at your own pace.
The fact that sometimes the students actually don't get it quite right, and we have seen a few sort of bit monstrosities actually built, a couple of them sort of on the dangerous side and sort of had to step in and help out. But it's always come out in the wash well, generally. It's a really good sign.
My wife says they own me, which I think is fantastic, you know? That I do get text, phone calls, famous one, 2:30 in the morning when your student called me up and she said, Chris, my computer's having a problem, what do I do? but I love it. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest.
Oh, this is my oldest daughter, 4-year-old singing.